Hey everybody, iMac14 here, and welcome to what I'm basically calling my Summer Games Fest recap here for the channel. We basically have gotten done with the Summer Games Fest, announcement routine kind of thing. I think there's a couple more smaller ones, but the major ones are all done now. So I just kind of want to recap, what I watched, what I'm looking forward to, how it might change the playthrough schedule for this year, and then what might come next year, and stuff like that basically. So first off, my overall rating of all of the shows, I liked them. Thought it was good. I know there's a lot of people complaining that there weren't enough games showed, but that's because of what's going on in the industry right now. That's what happens when you completely get rid of people's jobs, complete whole studios and stuff like that, and so we're not going to get that many games. So that's the nature of the beast right now. If you think it's bad now, wait until it gets like 2025, 2026 and stuff like that. So, but right now we've got some good stuff coming. So that's if there's any hope in any of this stuff, at least we still got some good stuff to look forward to. What was cool though is that the Summer Games Fest show, the Future Game Show, and the PC Gaming Show actually made reference to it about how the industry's struggling right now, and how we should support smaller dev teams and stuff now, because we want to have like good games and stuff. And the cool thing is that Summer Games Fest had the people that made oh god, what's that game that everybody loved on, which I forget now. It's the Among Us. That's what it is. They actually have a program now where they're like finding smaller dev teams and stuff and helping them get their games made and stuff. And I think also Future Game Show had a thing where you can submit stuff so that way you can get recognized more and supported and stuff. So at least that's happening. That's good. I like that. All right, so what I want to go over are the shows that I watched. I didn't watch completely everything, but I did watch a fair few, and then from the shows, what I liked, what I'm looking forward to, and things like that. So, the list of shows that I did watch. I watched the State of Play that Sony had, which was basically before all the Summer Games stuff happened. The Summer Games Fest show itself, the Devolver Digital thing, I always watch that because it's hilarious. The Future Game Show, the Xbox Showcase, the PC Gaming Show, and then the Ubisoft Forward. That's all the ones that I watched. Okay. Also, I watched WWDC because, the Worldwide Developer Conference was happening at the same time, and they do announce some gaming stuff for Mac, which is kind of cool, which I'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. Basically, Ubisoft is now making games for Mac that are on M1 using the Metal 3 graphic engine, which is great. We had Capcom say that they were using RE before, and that Resident Evil was running on it. Death Stranding is running on it and stuff, so now Ubisoft has their engine running on it, which is great. So Apple's trying to get as many of these devs to come over and like be like, hey, we're doing what we can, so it makes it easier for you to get the games over here on Mac and see how they're running great now with the M1 chip and Metal and all this kind of stuff. So it's great. I like that. They were showing a list of some of the things that were coming up, and apparently Power World is supposed to be coming up on Mac eventually too. So as far as gaming with WWDC, that's it right there. So let's go. All right, Sony State of Play. I know that it didn't have a lot going on for it. I think Sony intentionally did this because they knew they didn't have a lot to go on. They want to go ahead and go first, get it out of the way, so they weren't caught up and everything, and people be like, oh my gosh, the show and all the announcements were crap. So I mean, they did have some major stuff. I mean, you did what was it? The new Monster Hunter game you got to see during that. But of all the stuff they were showing, there were two games from there that I'm looking forward to. There's kind of like a Souls-like game called The Ballad of Ventura. I think that's how you pronounce it, which looked really interesting. Had a girl on a guy's back, but you have like different characters that you could switch to. It looks beautiful. So hopefully there'll be a demo of that. I think that's coming out next year. I think there were a lot of these games are actually going to be coming out this year, but there are some coming out next year. But then at the end, of course, is the Astrobot. They announced that. I was so excited about it. I loved Astro's Playroom. They're actually creating a full game for all of this, which is amazing. So we're definitely playing that. And that's supposed to be coming out this year, so we're definitely playing that. Okay. Next thing I watched was the Summer Games Fest. There are a lot of games, a lot of stuff announced, but as far as all the stuff that I did see, of course, we're getting King of Fighter characters in Street Fighter 6, which is cool. They showed off the new Fatal Fury game a little bit more, which is great. But there are like 3 games within the whole entire show that I was like, holy crap. The first one that really got me hyped was there's going to be a new Power Ranger, like pixelated Power Rangers game. That's a beat 'em up that looks like an arcade game from the 90s. And I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, you're riding on bikes, you're shooting stuff, there's a beat 'em up aspect, the boss fights and everything. It looks amazing. I'm so excited for that. Alright. Then there's another game called Where Winds Meet, which is like a more action-y combat type of game. I forget if it's kind of Souls-like or not, but it looks great. I mean, there were a lot of kind of combat, kind of Souls-like games that were kind of featured that kind of caught my interest with all these announcements during all this. And then the last thing was the last one that they showed, which is the actual gameplay for Phantom Blade Zero, which I was like, oh my gosh, this thing looks fantastic, and the combat looks trippy as heck. Oh my gosh, I mean. They actually have like a 10-minute gameplay thing that's out right now, which unfortunately I can't watch because I'm recording this while my internet is down. Yes, my internet providers, they sent somebody over across the street for some reason, and they were up on the pole, and as soon as they did that, the internet completely went out, and it's been out all day, and I've been trying to fix it, and nothing's happening, so hopefully I can get this up in time. But I would have some footage for you, but I couldn't find any I could grab off in time when now the internet's down and stuff, so. But yeah, it looks amazing. I want to watch the full gameplay thing. I watched a little bit at work with one of my coworkers, and it looks crazy with all the super fast combat and stuff like that. So that's another game I'm looking forward to. Okay, Devolver. Of course, Devolver's Devolver. I watch it mostly for the last, but I like the games that Devolver put out. There's some pretty cool stuff coming out there. Future Game Show has some cool little indie stuff. Nothing like particular I want to talk about. Next would be the Xbox Showcase. And you're probably like, Jay, why the heck did you watch the Xbox Showcase? I mean, you're mainly like a Mac and a PlayStation guy. Why did you watch that? I was like, okay, for one, I always watch the Xbox Showcase because I want to be in the know. I want to stay within the know of what's going on within the gaming world. And Xbox is part of it as well, okay? Even though I prefer PlayStation over Xbox, I don't fault anybody that says I'd rather have Xbox than PlayStation. You play what you want to play. If it was up to me, every game would come out on every platform. You can play it on there whatever you want. I mean, that would be the perfect gaming world, but I mean, it's not going to happen, but that's my ideal gaming world. Take a sip of tea there. Hold on. Sorry. All right. So one reason why I watched it. Two, one reason I was going to watch this one was because now Microsoft owns Blizzard, and I was like, hey, are they going to show off the Diablo 4 expansion? And they did. So hey, I was right on that. 3, which a lot of people may or may not realize, I watch it because sometimes they show games on there that are not just for Xbox and quote-unquote PC Windows, but are also on other platforms. So anytime I watch it and I go, that game looks cool, then I go and look it up and then I go, oh, that's on another platform. So then I add it to wish lists and stuff like that, so that way I can play it. And there were some games that were announced within the showcase that are going to be on PlayStation that they didn't show during the PlayStation event. They didn't show during Summer Games Fest or nothing. It was exclusively through the Xbox Showcase. So I know everybody's excited because they saw the stuff for Fable. There's Perfect Dark's coming back. They're doing another Gears game. So I understand all that excitement for that. The Fallout stuff that's happening. So yes, but in this showcase, what I was looking forward to, one, they showed off a new Doom game, Doom Dark Ages. It looks freaking metal and incredible as all get out. I love Doom. I grew up playing it back in the 90s. We are going to be going through the newer Doom games. Assume I do own the first one on PS4 that we can play on the PS5, and I'll get the second one, and then of course we're going to play this one. That comes out next year though. That comes out in 2025 though. So, but it's so cool. You got a parry mechanic system now. You got like a shield that you can parry stuff with, and it's also like a chainsaw in a way. And you can throw it. There's a dragon you can ride. It's all kind of great stuff. This is amazing. Okay. Another game they showed off is called Expedition 33. It's a very interesting story, but it looks like a JRPG. I mean, it looks really cool. I mean, once I got to the actual gameplay, like you fighting and stuff, I was like, whoa. It's like a turn-based JRPG almost in a way. It's amazing. So I looked it up. Sure enough, that's coming on PlayStation as well. Hit on the wish list. Ready for that. And then I was like, Diablo 4? Is Diablo 4 going to come around? Oh, look, Diablo 4. There we go. This is what I was waiting for. So yes, the expansion is coming out. It actually is coming out this year. It's coming out in October. And they just showed us a cinematic. They're supposed to be talking more about the expansion, and the new class is supposed to be coming out in August or something. I think there's supposed to be some kind of like fireside chat thing they're going to be doing. So I was like, yep, getting that. And I know I can play that on PlayStation. I'm getting that. That's definitely. And then let's see. One of the last games that was in the Xbox showcase that I was like, oh, look at that. It's a game called Wuchan. I think it's called Fallen Feathers. That's another like Souls-like game. And I was like, huh. It's like interesting. The trailer's kind of cool. Actually, not only is there the regular trailer that they showed during the showcase, but now there's like a 10-minute gameplay reveal trailer. And it looks cool. It looks very kind of Souls-like. But of course, when I say that, it's not actual Souls-like, because Souls-like games are a lot slower. It's a lot more fast-paced than usually when people say Souls-like, they mean it's just a difficult combat game. So think of like, I think most people are comparing it to like Sekiro or like Nier or something like that. Not Nier, but Neo. So almost a little bit like Stellar Blade too, because Stellar Blade has like, its combat can be quick, but it's also supposed to be, you're supposed to slow down, have a little bit slower pace in there as well. It's not as slow as a Souls-like. So, but that was the Xbox showcase that I watched. I watched the PC gaming show, like I always do, because I like watching Day 9 and all that stuff they do on there. And plus, sometimes they show off some really cool stuff. I mean, some of the stuff they show off not just for PC, sometimes it comes out on console. So, but it's really nothing that I can remember of note that I'm like, oh yeah, that came out. That was on the PC gaming show. That was great. I think there was some little indie stuff I may have wish listed that came through there, but yeah. But then next was Ubisoft. And the two things I was looking forward to with Ubisoft is I want to see what Star Wars Outlaws looks like, and I want to see Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then they gave it to us. The first thing they showed off was the new Star Wars game, and it looks cool. It looks like Grand Theft Auto in Star Wars. The thing about it is, though, is that it's coming out like August the 30th. And I think Astro Bot comes out like September the 8th. So even though I would like to play it, I definitely will not have the time before Astro Bot comes out to do that. So what I'm probably going to do is wait. I'll watch some other people play it, make sure that it is as good as it looks like it is. And if it is, then I'll probably catch it on sale and then play it at a later date, probably. But it looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the gameplay stuff that they showed off. They did announce that there is another Ubisoft game coming out in 2026, and that it's going to be Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I think they're remaking it. So, hey, another Prince of Persia game. Prince of Persia's had a big year this year. There's like the one that we played. There's that the roguelike one that's out now, and then that's going to be coming out. So, yeah. It's a big time for Prince of Persia. I don't think I'll be playing that because I got my fill out of Lost Crown, so yeah, definitely probably going to be bypassing on that. But very end, they showed gameplay for Assassin's Creed Shadows, that's what we all wanted to see, and it looks great. It's beautiful looking. We got to see gameplay from the samurai side and from the shinobi side. We're sneaking around in the dark, assassinating people. I can't wait. Okay, it's set in in Japan. You could play as a samurai and as a ninja. It's great, and plus I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed 3 on the PS3, so I'm looking forward to jumping back into the world of Assassin's Creed. So, and that's supposed to be coming out in November. All right, so that's all the shows that I saw. That's all the games that I'm like that came to the forefront of my mind, being like, oh yes, this game, this game, this thing, this thing. I could be missing some other ones as well, but that's the ones for me at least. So, what does this mean for the playthrough schedule that's happening this year? It has changed again. So let's bring it up here and I can show you right here. Okay, so right now, May through June, it is June at the moment. Still going through Stellar Blade. We're like over halfway done with the main story, but of course I keep doing side missions because they're fun. But hopefully by the end of June we'll be done with that. Then in July and August, like I said, we're going to do Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Because that was the playthrough I was going to do at the beginning of the year. I still want to do it, so we're going to use those 2 months to do the Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which I have the physical of. Then we're not going to play Star Wars, like I said, but because Astro Bot comes out September, so all of September is going to be dedicated to us going through Astro Bot. And hopefully we can get enough time, because in October, like October the 8th, is when Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, the expansion, comes out, and we're going to dive deep into that. I know that's not going to take, usually expansions don't take as long as the main game, so, but we'll see. We're going to use all the rest of October to do that up until, I think it's November 15th is when Assassin's Creed Shadow comes out, and then we're going to use November into December to the end of the year for Assassin's Creed Shadows. That may carry over into the new year, I don't know, but that's the outlook for this year. Next year, I don't know when the games are coming out, but we're going to be playing Doom, the Dark Ages. We're going to be playing Expedition 33. We're going to be maybe playing Phantom Blade Zero, the new Power Rangers beat 'em up game, Battle of Ventura, Where Winds Meet, Wu Chan, like all that stuff. I think all comes out in 2025. So we'll have to see exactly when it does, so we can plot it out. But those, I believe they have been announced to come out sometime next year. Because God help me if any of them come out. I have that's planned now. It's like, oh, it was actually, this is going to be coming out in October. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already playing Diablo. So, but that's the plan. That's the outlook through the rest of this year, and what the plan is until next year. I know I have many other things that I've been wanting to play for playthroughs. I still have Ghost of Tsushima. I have the director cut version of that I wanted to play. I have all the other Doom games. I own both of the Horizon games. I haven't played any of the Horizon stuff. Eventually I want to play Nier, because Stellar Blade has kind of been like, oh my gosh, this is great. And my coworker, she's our buddy Thinkling, she's like, yo, you need to play Nier then, Jay. I'm like, I guess I do then, if I love this much. I'm going to check out Nier. So we'll see where all these other games fall. Maybe they'll be like, oh, these are going to be toward the end of the year, and the beginning of the year there's not really anything going on, and maybe we'll do, okay, well, I'm going to do Nier then, and then we'll plan it out from there. Okay, but that's it. That's my Summer Games Fest recap of the things I saw, the things I'm looking forward to, how that's going to affect the channel in here. So everybody, thank you for watching. Everybody that's out there that watches any of my videos, I really appreciate it. Also, any of you that actually thumbs up the videos, you guys are MVPs. I appreciate you, every single one of you. Not that many of you do that, but the ones that do, you're awesome. Okay, I don't know how many of you out there are sharing the videos, but if you do that, please do that. If you're like, hey, this video's cool, my friends should check this out, please hit the share. We're trying to get more people to view the content I'm trying to put out. Hopefully subscribe, be part of the jCrew. That's what the goal is. I'm trying to create a kind of fun, laid back, kind of community here. I am an older gentleman, if you want to saw that, but all age groups are welcome and stuff. So no worries on that. And if you ever comment on any of the videos, I appreciate you as well. That helps out with the algorithm stuff. when it comes to stuff nowadays with social media and of course like Twitch and with YouTube and stuff, us fighting the algorithms are important. So those likes help, especially those comments help because of the engagement and stuff and the sharing and everything. So anybody that ever does any of that stuff, you guys are the MVPs. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. All right. Once again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it and comment down below. What of the things that you watched, what are you most excited for? Tell me what you're excited for, okay? Because I'm not just like, oh, I only want this game. We're all in this community together, okay? As you've seen with my buddy Caesar, he likes certain games that I don't play, and I like certain games that he doesn't play. But you know, that doesn't stop us from, you know, enjoying games and him being like, hey man, are you enjoying that game? I'm like, yeah man, I love it. I was like, that's great, man. And then he's like, oh man, I love this game. I'm like, hey man, I'm glad you're having fun with it. That's how it's supposed to be, okay? Stop all this hating and stuff. You like the games that you like, play the stuff that you want to play. That makes you happy, okay? Even if you're one of these people that all you do is play Call of Duty and Madden, that's okay, all right? If that's the games that you like, that's the games that you like. And if, of course, also if that's only the games that you can afford during the year, I completely understand. All right, so I'm out of here, guys. Y'all be good and be good to each other. Go out there and enjoy some games. Support some small indie developers. Help them out if you can. And yeah, I'll see you back here for more jCrew goodness, if you would. All right, y'all stay cool out there. All right, remember as always, keep gaming.